to Wc2 and my fellow teammates. Today, we are Group G students from Wc2 Workplace Communication Sk45 Group. First of all, our title for our project is Employment Opportunities and Requirements for Biomedical Science Graduates. First, the statement of problem for our project is that biomedical science is inevitably facing low employment rate. Why is it so? First, this is due to poor interview skills, as many believe their degree, skills, and drive will get them a great job without considering the interview skills. Next, there is also fresh graduates that lack of self-promotion, especially on they didn't figure out how to what is the best way to present themselves online and offline by highlighting their strengths and masking their weakness. And the last problem for this project is that there's a lack of professional experience, as fresh graduates have not had enough time or experience to this field, and thus they are less likely to get hired. But although biomedical science is facing low employment rate, but there's always a way out. And thus, the purpose of this study is to clarify the career opportunities for biomedical science graduates. The objective for our project is to find out the assessment standards in hiring graduates. Next, we are also keen to find out the challenges faced by biomedical science graduates in getting hired for a suitable job. And the last objective for our project is that we are keen to obtain additional information from professional companies about career opportunities for biomedical science graduates.
Okay, next, for the methodology, we have research design. For the research design, we will use qualitative methodology by using questionnaire and interview to gain information on career opportunity for biomedical science graduates. Next is the selection of participants. The selection of participants can be divided into establishment and also individual. For the establishment, we will prefer manageable distance from UKM-KL campus that we will prospective workplace for biomedical science graduates. And then it is identified through internet and approved via the email for participants in this study. Next, for the individual, 10 individuals holding jobs that are prospective for biomedical science graduates will approach in person for participants in this study. Next is the method of data collection. We have two types of method of data collection, which is interview and also questionnaire. For interview, we will use the semi-structured interview, open-ended question, and the question is developed in advance with follow-up queries. We will record audio and also transcript verbatim. Next is the questionnaire. For the questionnaire, we are yes/no question for work-related experience, and it is open-ended question for additional comments. There are 10 national blood center staff for as our respondents, and it is distributed randomly. Next is the method of data analysis. The method of data analysis is qualitative data, and it is identify common pattern between the response and summarized and interpreted.
Okay, now I would like to explain the scope of our main project. Basically, first of all, our participating establishment is the National Blood Center, which is located in the Jalan Tun Razak in the Kuala Lumpur. The National Blood Center provides blood and blood components that are safe and adequate using appropriate screening procedures for practice and storage in accordance with international standards. National Blood Centers also establish and maintains cooperative relations through training, research, and development in line with the needs of the practice and the latest technology in the medical field to date. Next, for our interviewee, which is Encik Muhammad Azam bin Muhammad Noor. He is the head of Transfusion Microbiology Division in the National Blood Center. He has a Bachelor of Science, specifically in Microbiology with honor, and graduated in the year of 1994 from the University of Malaya. At first, he started as a science officer at BDN in the year of 2009 and gets promoted to become a head of Transfusion Microbiology Division in the year of 2017. He is also an active member in PDN community and has numerous contributions to the PDN. The date for our interview session was on 5th April 2019. For the questionnaire respondents, we have 10 total number of respondents, where the 6 of them work in the PDN and the other 4 are from various hospitals. These respondents come from many departments, including transfusion microbiology, cellular therapy, microbiology, hemostasis and hematology, and many more. One of the respondents has a bachelor in nursing from the University of Malaysia Sarawak, where he is graduated in the year of 2014. He is currently worked as a nurse at the Sarawak General Hospital since 2015. The next respondent has a bachelor in biomedical sciences with honor from the University of Malaya and graduated in the year of 2009. She is currently holds a position as the head of cellular therapy department in the PDN. The next respondent was graduated in the year of 2009 from the University of Malaya. He is currently the head of microbiology transfusion in the PDN, and also he is the panel member interviewing fresh graduates for job applicants. Our next respondent has diploma in partial medical science course in the Institute for Medical Research and currently work as a medical laboratory technologist in the PDN. And the next respondent has a bachelor in biology, graduated from the UKM in the year of 2008. He is currently the lab supervisor at the Kuala Lumpur Hospital since 2011. The questionnaire was answered from 9 to 14 May 2019.
For findings, for the interview part, first, the employment opportunity. We can work in a laboratory, research center, and insurance as an insurance underwriter. For a job specification, requirement, and challenge, we need to have an excellent academic performance. We need to enhance the soft skill and communication skills and have a good attitude. For the recruitment process, we can have an online resume or face-to-face interview. Advice for job search, we can find company or institute which is relatable. Advice for the job application is we can ensure resume is well prepared. Advice for the job interview, we need to be punctual and be prepared with the current issue. Advice for the student preparation now is we need to achieve excellent academic performance and enhance our communication skills. For the questionnaire parts, first, the employment prospect is salary consideration, interest, and patient. The job specification requirement and challenge, we need to have a good academic pointer, soft skills, and also communication skills. Difficulties in getting a job is we are not major in specific particular field. We lack in practical skill, communication skill, and also experiments. Advice for job search is we need to relevant to our own field. Advice for job application is we need ready to work in anywhere within the country and also ready ourselves with knowledge and skills. Advice for the job interview is we need to have a good time management and be able to adapt with new job environment. For the advice for student preparation now is we need to read more, be confident, and enhance our soft skills.
So today, I will be explaining about the conclusions and also the recommendations that we get from the project. So regarding the A, employment opportunities, based on the research, we found out that graduates nowadays have low employment rates, but still they have a wide variety of working fields. As biomedical science graduates are not limited to being a biomedical scientist. We can also opt for healthcare scientists, microbiologists, laboratory equipment sales, and other laboratory-related fields. So next is that biomedical science graduate can also further study in related subjects, such as pathology, pharmacology, which still have a high demand in the health science field. These are some of the ways that graduates can do for them to increase the opportunities in scoring a job in the future days. So regarding B, which is employment requirements. First is academic performance. It is well known that each graduate should have an excellent academic performance so that employers can see more into them and they can score a better job in the future. Next is regarding their technical skills. So basically, biomedical science students are expected to be very good and be able to perform basic laboratory techniques. Next is regarding their soft skills. There are two major soft skills that we look into graduates, which is first regarding their good communication skills or being able to have multilingual. Next is regarding their problem solving skill, which is very important and needed in a certain department. Last but not least is regarding their personal qualities. First, graduates should be good at decision making, and also they should be very effective and flexible in their working time. And now, I'll be explaining about the recommendations for biomedical science students. So first is for them to focus on soft skills. This is what graduates nowadays lack because they choose to focus more on their academic achievement and they put aside the co-curricular activities because these co-curricular activities is what is the platform for them to sharpen their soft skills. So it is very important for you to balance both curricular and co-curricular activities. Next is for graduates to master the networking boost. So it is well known that having a strong networking system is very important because this connection is the one that will be helping you to score a job in the future days. So it is very important for you to have a strong human networking system in the future. And last but not least is for you to prepare for the job hunt. So graduates nowadays should make themselves self-aware about the current job hunt or the current job market. Because it is not about what you want, what you get nowadays. You have to find and you have to search for opportunities for you to get the job. So it is very important for you to strike while the iron is hot. So that is all.
For my individual reflections, my prospect of employment after graduation is mainly on the job search and application skill. I will prepare a good quality of job application and resume and tailor my application to the position for which I'm applying. Next, I will pay more attention to detail in application and resume, particularly regard to the spelling and also the grammar. In terms of job search method, I will approach employers directly and personally, follow up on my resume after it had been provided. Next, I will demonstrate some understanding of the industry or job for which I'm applying, communicate well, and appear genuinely interested in the job. Next, for my readiness for the employment market is the realistic work expectation. I will have realistic expectation of the workplace, including the level of remuneration on offer. I will also prepare well for the demand of the workplace and the nature of the work expected. Next, what I will do to prepare myself for employment. The most important thing is the attitude to work. Be more motivated as a stronger work ethic was required and be more enthusiastic and more prepared to learn and take directions.
There's several meaningful lessons that I learned from this project is that from my prospect of employment after graduation, I think it is important to find a job that I will love, as I always think that do what you love and love what you do, and that's a perfect life that I should achieve. And also I'm able to implement my knowledge that I acquired throughout my university years. It doesn't matter from the theory part or the practical parts. The second meaningful lesson that I learned from this project is that I hope I'm ready for the employment market next time by able to handle pressure well, especially there is a heavy workload in the job environment, and also having a good problem solving skills. Whenever there's a tricky situation, I'm able to handle it well and by thinking several solutions to overcome it. The last thing is that what I will do to prepare myself for employment is that always get updated with the latest information regularly by reading or browsing the articles from the internet. Next is to enhance my language skills, especially English, which is the international language worldwide. The last thing is that I should pick up a new soft skill, especially video editing or Photoshop, that may help in my job next time.
Here is my individual reflection. First, let's talk about my prospect of employment after graduate. I hope that to get a job that is related to my field and also my interest. This is because I will feel at ease with my job and can do it better. I won't feel too stressed compared to a job that is irrelevant to my field. Next, my readiness for the employment market is I will prepare myself with professional skill. This is a very important requirement to be a biomedical scientist. I will also be flexible according to my job's condition and try my best to accomplish it. Furthermore, what I will do to prepare myself for employment is I will improve my soft skill. University is the best place to improve our soft skill like leadership, problem solving skill, and so on. I will also improve my personal quality like training my punctuality and always told myself to be positive thinking. Lastly, I will improve my knowledge through readings and also practical lab. Knowledge is one of the key to get a job. Thank you.
Okay, here is my individual reflection. First of all, my prospect of employment after graduation. After I graduated, I will go for job interviews to work in a diagnostic center in or out of Malaysia. The center will provide health checkup for people. As a new worker, I would love to work diligently and strive to improve myself every single day. After I've been gained enough experiences, I would love to set up my own diagnostic centers in future. Next, my readiness for the employment market. After I will have our interview session with Encik Azam, I can conclude many things from what he just said. There are many main points that have been highlighted, including to improve one's soft skills. Soft skills are very important to ensure your job placement in future. For me, I can tell that I need a lot of improvements to do, at least until my graduation day. Ever since I have been accepted into this university, I only joined few programs that help in various organizations. Although by joining these programs may help in building my soft skills, I still think I have a lot to learn in order for me to come out fully prepared, thus able to sell myself for the best spot in job market. Alright, number 3, the things I will do to prepare myself for employment. Basically, there are a bunch of things that I could do in order to increase the chances of my marketability for job placement. One of them, I will definitely do side jobs, especially during my semester breaks. By working, I can gradually improve my soft skills in many aspects, particularly in communication and also in problem solving. The other thing that I could do is joining volunteerism. Besides of improving my communication skills, being a volunteer in many activities can actually able to enhance my creativity of thinking and help me in developing better personalities as a person and also as a worker.
Here is my individual reflection. So number 1 is my prospect of employment after graduation. So basically, after I graduate, I plan on searching for a job related to my field, but can also make full use of my social and communication skills. Although it is well known that biomedical science students work in a laboratory, I don't see that as a problem, but I also want to explore more branches in my work so that I can find the most suitable one for me. So next is regarding my readiness for the employment market. So based on what Encik Azam, our interviewee, told us, soft skills are one of the most important things that employers look into before recruiting. So I feel that my activeness in joining programs held by the faculty and college has helped boost or enhance my soft skills for me to get a better chance in scoring a job. So for now, I think that I can say that I'm more than 50% ready for the job market. And last but not least is what I will do to prepare myself for employment. As for now, I think I will focus more to enhance my CGPA in my final examination, because I believe that having a strong co-curriculum activities achievement is great, but that will not help me if my curriculum achievement is poor. So that is why I will try to balance both of this prospect so that I will be able to have a key difference that put me above other applicants. And other than that, I will also join workshops that can help enhance my skills. For example, resume workshop, interview workshop, communication skill workshops, and many more. So this can give me an added value in my performance during my interview sessions so that I can have a high chances and opportunity in scoring a job in the future days. That is all from me. Thank you.